The women's movement of the 1960s was rooted in feminism, which advocated for the belief that women should enjoy economic, political, and social equality with men. Several factors contributed to the emergence of the women's movement during this period. Firstly, there was a notable increase in the number of women entering the workforce. However, despite performing the same tasks as men, women often received lower wages, leading to a sense of injustice among many. Secondly, women became actively involved in various social movements, including the civil rights and anti-war movements. Despite their contributions, women often faced marginalization and were denied leadership roles within these movements. This lack of recognition prompted many women to advocate for their own rights, leading to a heightened awareness of their subordinate status. In 1963, Betty Friedan published The Feminine Mystique, a groundbreaking book that gave voice to the discontent felt by many women. Friedan's work resonated with women across the nation, serving as a unifying force that galvanized the women's movement and propelled it forward. In 1966, Betty Friedan and several other women established the National Organization for Women, NOW, with the aim of actively advancing women's rights. NOW advocated for increased access to child care facilities and educational opportunities for women. Additionally, the organization pressured the federal government to enforce laws prohibiting gender discrimination in hiring practices, leading to the declaration that male-only job advertisements were illegal. Efforts to bolster women's political representation gained momentum in 1971 with the founding of the National Women's Political Caucus by journalist Gloria Steinem. This organization encouraged women to seek political office, contributing to a greater presence of women in the political arena. In 1972, Congress passed legislation banning gender discrimination in higher education, prompting several all-male colleges to open their doors to female students. The landmark Supreme Court, ruling in Roe v. Wade in 1973, affirmed women's right to choose abortion, a significant victory for the women's movement. Despite these successes, the Equal Rights Amendment, ERA, which aimed to outlaw government discrimination based on sex, faced staunch opposition. Prominent opponent Phyllis Schlafly argued that the ERA would have undesirable consequences, such as mandatory military service for women and a decline in familial responsibilities for men. The women's movement also faced resistance from conservative groups, leading to the emergence of the New Right, which championed traditional social, cultural, and moral values. Despite nearing ratification in 1977, the ERA ultimately failed to secure enough state approvals by the 1982 deadline due to the growing influence of the New Right. Nevertheless, the impact of the women's movement was evident in various spheres. More women pursued careers instead of solely focusing on homemaking, leading to significant increases in the percentages of female medical and law school graduates by 1998. Women also made notable strides in politics, with an increasing number running for and winning elected offices.